Tenali Raman and the Funny Courtier. Long ago, in the great kingdom of Vijayanagara, King Krishnadevaraya ruled with wisdom and strength. In his royal court, there were many scholars and ministers, but the most clever among them was Tenali Raman. One day, a new courtier arrived at the palace. He was known for his strange jokes and funny behavior. The king welcomed him warmly. Soon, the courtier began making jokes in the court every day. At first, everyone laughed. But after a few days, his jokes became silly and disrespectful. He would interrupt serious discussions and make everyone laugh at the wrong time. One morning, while the king was discussing an important matter with his ministers, the funny courtier suddenly stood up and made a loud joke. Some courtiers laughed, but the king looked annoyed. The king turned to Tenali Raman and said, "Tenali, this courtier thinks he is the funniest man in the kingdom. Can you teach him when humor is appropriate?" Tenali Raman smiled and said, "Your Majesty, I will handle it tomorrow." The next day, Tenali entered the court wearing mismatched clothes, a crooked hat, and carrying a broken umbrella. Everyone stared at him in surprise. When the king asked about an important issue, Tenali suddenly began dancing and making silly faces. The court burst into laughter. The king frowned and said, "Tenali, this is a royal court, not a place for such foolish behavior." Tenali bowed and said politely, "Your Majesty, I was only trying to be funny, just like our respected courtier." The court became silent. The funny courtier suddenly understood the message. Humor was good, but there was a proper time and place for it. He stood up and apologized to the king. From that day on, the courtier behaved respectfully and used his humor wisely. The king smiled proudly at Tenali Raman once again. Moral of the story: humor is valuable, but wisdom lies in knowing when to use it. Thanks for watching. Follow the Mini Stories page to hear more good stories like this.